Welcome to FIT Up Close with your host, Sunisha Farron.
Welcome to Up Close with FIT. Today's topic will be diversity. My name is Sunisha Farron, and I'm here with Dr. Ron Milon, Chief Diversity Officer at the Fashion Institute of Technology. Welcome, Dr. Milon.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Well, let's jump right into it. What is a Chief Diversity Officer?
Well, a Chief Diversity Officer is an administrator, whether in higher education or in the business world, whose sole responsibility is to make sure that the working organization is diverse of multiple nationalities and people. And in the case of FIT in higher ed, is to make sure that the faculty, staff, and students are well diverse of all ethnic backgrounds. And we feel that that's the best way to create a learning environment that is positive, that's inclusive.
Very nice. So what does the word diversity mean to you, and how has that changed over time?
Well, diversity, there's so many definitions for it. The basic definition is the inclusion of all people, no matter their background, no matter their sexual orientation, etc. But in the history of, when we look at the history of inclusion, many groups have fought for inclusion into the American way. And diversity is a larger picture looking at how to bring everyone into that picture. So it's not just one thing of looking at rights for African Americans, rights and responsibilities for women and so on. It's for all groups to have the same opportunities.
Yes, that's pretty much what I describe diversity to be. So what has led you to seek your role in higher education, and how has that changed you and shaped you in your current role here at FIT?
Well, I started in higher education about 26 years ago, and I started as a president of student government at SUNY Brockport. And at that point, I realized that I really wanted to be in higher education. And I always had a love for to help others, help themselves. I've always been interested in human rights and history, and thus my studies reflected that, and my teachings reflected that as well. And as an administrator, I use that in my work throughout the years. So I think throughout the years in higher education, I've actually encompassed that in my well-being and who I am. And I feel that has prepared me to where I am today as the Chief Diversity Officer.
Very nice. So as a Chief Diversity Officer, who has helped you and who is behind you bringing awareness to the campus?
Well, I think there's many people that has helped me personally, but I think in terms of FIT, I think we are fortunate to have a diversity council, which was started by President Dr. Brown probably about 16 years ago. And also the administration under the leadership of Dr. Brown, who really believe and champion diversity and inclusion before it became fashionable, no pun intended. But I think having a campus that supports the whole idea of diversity, and I'll give you an example. One of the things that we took an issue on, and we took a major stand on, was changing the signage for the bathrooms to make it gender neutral. Many people have argued about that, but we said it's important for us to take a stand and support people, and by doing that, that's a very important and powerful step, even though the federal government is now not protecting those rights. So that's something that we as an institution took a stand on, and it was a very positive experience.
So I can see your role and how things are being planned out and executed so far here at FIT based on that example. So why is it important to have a CDO here on a campus like FIT itself?
I think the biggest reason why you need to have a CDO is for awareness and understanding. When you have multiple groups, you have multiple approaches toward understanding. How one understands one thing is different from how another person understands something. So it's bringing awareness to campus is the most important thing. And also respect toward different people. And I think that as an historian, I like to teach young people the importance of history and how it all plays around to including other people.
Yes, that is very true because without history, we wouldn't know
where we are today.
Yeah, where we are today.
Correct.
So very right. So, what are you most proud of in terms of being a CDO yet so far?
Couple of things. The first thing, I'm very proud of the fact that we created a strategic plan, and that strategic plan is being rolled out as we speak right now. And the other thing is the important part of that strategic plan is awareness and activities. And this year we had the Central Park 5 event, which was a very important event because a lot of our young people don't remember the Central Park 5 event. And also a Black History Month, which was a very important month in terms of all the contributions that African Americans have placed in society and in our history. And we also have, every single month we have events focusing on a group and on an issue. So I think the awareness piece is very important.
Thank you. And thank you for being a part of the Central 5 movement and being here at FIT, making your speech. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So how can we know when these events are going on, and how do people keep in contact and keep up to date with things like that?
Well, we have a diversity website and we have a diversity blog. And along that, students and staff receive monthly emails of events. But the most important thing, we encourage people to come to our monthly meetings, excuse me, and if you're interested in joining, please contact me.
Thank you. So I think I'll take you up on that and
There we
contact
go.
you.
There we go.
So thank you, Dr. Ron Milon, for joining us today. And thank you. And see you next week here one more time. So take care.
Thank you.